Hello, I'm Patrick Williams.
And I'm Vivian Curry, and here's your midweek update.
So today we're going to discuss something that many Americans really pay no mind to: what we eat.
Our first story today is truly a sad one. A mother was arrested today after her young son threw a Happy Meal through the glass front of a McDonald's. Apparently, he was refused a third cheeseburger. The mother is claiming she is struggling with his onward addiction.
As you can see here, the kid's got quite an arm. So she knew her son had a problem when she found him trying to trade his PlayStation for a few Whoppers.
When interviewed, the boy only said, "I can quit anytime I want after this. I'm going cold turkey," shaking and biting into his cheeseburger.
But the kid doesn't realize that food addiction is very real. As he's sitting there enjoying his cheeseburger, his brain's going bananas over it. Well, he wished he would go cold turkey. It's actually proven that 90% of people carry a trait of food addiction. So this kid's willing to do almost anything for his fix. I'm surprised he stopped at throwing a meal through the toy. He'll do anything for a cheeseburger.
Some doctors even believe that the brain receives a burst of pleasure from fatty foods, the same as it would from cocaine.
Fast foods like crack? Please help me keep that in mind next time I go to score a dime bag of McNuggets.
As funny as it may seem, it's true. Health risks stemming from his addiction are running rampantly through the nation.
From the sounds of it, that's the only thing running rampantly throughout our nation.
Obesity is no laughing matter. Even though obesity stemming from poor food choices is actually the topic of our next story. An obese man is taking McDonald's to court in a discrimination case claiming that their seats are no longer able to support his increased weight.
The man was embarrassed after an entire booth collapsed under him as he sat down to enjoy his morning breakfast.
It's safe to say falling to the floor is the fastest the man has moved in years.
Americans eat so much food that animals are actually terrified of what could happen if they're the next target. Especially when you consider how animals are treated in slaughterhouses. They're taken in, killed inhumanely, and then served up on a plate next to whatever you decide to eat. Every animal now is actually terrified. You might recognize this ad from Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to the much-anticipated matchup between the Eagles and the Bulldogs. The Eagles to receive. Let's go down to the field and get a real quick report from Meg Shipley. Meg?
The Eagles are hoping their potent offense could penetrate the Bulldogs' number 3 ranked defense. Now, I believe we're seeing some parachutes coming down. Mike, are you seeing this from up there?
Absolutely, Meg, and I have no explanation for what's going on right now, but cows are parachuting onto the field. I'm not sure if this is some kind of a protest stunt or something. 2 cows have landed on the field now. Now there's a third cow headed for the stands. It's actually headed right towards a burger. Look out! Oh my. The burger vendor is down. I think we just saw the hit of the year.
As Americans strive to ingest unprecedented amounts of food each year, no animal is safe, not even those of more mythical variety.
Our guest here today knows all about that, and unfortunately, could even be the next target. You're having a little trouble there. Well, our next guest, as you can see, is a unicorn from a mystical land of somewhere. Nice to meet you, Mr. Unicorn. Can I get a hoof? Nice to meet you. So I understand you have a message you'd like to share with our audience. So with the way Americans eat, you don't feel safe in America. Is that the case? Okay. You look a little skittish. Are you comfortable? Just well, I promise I'm not going to eat you. I can't. Would you like to leave? Okay, well, thank you for your time. Again. All right. Personally, I don't think he's convinced anybody. I might have a unicorn burger tonight. after that, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of unicorns, but there are still people out there willing to fight against animal cruelty. You can even say that they've now assembled themselves an army. A small army.
Breaking news from Times Square. Midget strippers are invading McDonald's as Little McNugget chickens.
Who knew McNuggets could be so sexy?
Now we know why single mothers are becoming vegetarians.
Not only is this issue affecting single mothers, but also celebs. Alicia Silverstone, Natalie Portman, and Katie McCarville. Can't blame them.
The new fad diet to make vegan babies through the idea of only have a plant-based diet.
Soon enough, there's going to be a vegan McDonald's on every corner with the slogan, "Make sure you eat your kale or you won't get calcium." I mean, many people believe that religion's forced upon children. We might as well force their diet upon them now, too.
Speaking of religion, the Islamic religion is also having a hard time with the slaughterhouses. Not only are single mothers being turned to vegetarian, also is the Islamic religion, because of the slaughterhouses' inhumane animal cruelty.
We're talking about a religion based off the preachings of Muhammad, who didn't want people to brand or beat their livestock. These people would shit 10 bricks if they knew what was going on in a slaughterhouse.
Even though the vegetarian diet is healthier, it's not very popular in America. Here in America, not only are the children gaining weight quickly, so are the animals being raised by factory farms.
Children are addicted to Happy Meals, and the factory farms are addicted to antibiotics. Unfortunately, they only get deformities, not toys.
The chickens are being injected with mass amounts of antibiotics that they are growing 4 times as fast as a normal chicken. Soon enough, they're going to have 3 heads and be fighting back like Godzilla.
At this rate, we can be eating Godzilla, King Kong. If we can manage to take one of these down, we might be able to feed the entire country for at least a day. Alright, so our next guest today is a true survivor story. In a time when planes are always worried about what's overweight and what's not, and you can't even bring a second bag, they're willing to let even the biggest people on a plane. Here we have one man who was stuck in a crash in which he was the only skinny guy on the plane. So, without further ado, it's good to have you.
Nice to meet you. Did you see that unicorn in the lobby? It just ran right into me.
Yeah, we'll,
oh gosh.
Yeah, we're not on the greatest terms. So I have to ask, with plane crashes, everyone's looking for an expert, especially with this Malaysian flight. Do you think this is a case of an overweight plane?
Oh, the Malaysian flight?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. I was at the airport. There was a line for McDonald's there, and I know one person in that plane, my brother. He weighed 350 pounds.
350? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I forget sometimes.
I mean, at least you're not feeding him anymore.
It does save a lot on the bills, yes, but we don't even know if he's dead and just in the ocean. I don't know.
How's he nourishment? Is he eating tuna by tuna? You have to wonder.
Well, he ate a lot of unicorn burgers when they first came out, but he loved those things.
It's a real problem. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's lighten the mood. What was your travel destination? Somewhere tropical, a lot of good-looking people out in the sun.
Honestly, Pat, I don't remember. I hit my head pretty hard in the seat, and I don't know how I got here, actually. Did you see that unicorn in the lobby? It ran right into me. I just didn't even...
I am aware of the unicorn. You say your brother was a food addict. What are your experiences with your brother and this addiction?
Remember when we were 12? It was just when the McRib was coming out, Remember that he had ripped down 2 of them. I had to rip it out of his hands. He actually slugged me across the face. When I came to, there was wrappers all over me, and he had left me at the McDonald's for closing. As far as food addiction goes, my brother did have it, but it was a rough time.
Was that the first time he closed down McDonald's?
No, it wasn't, sadly. He had a similar case. I was just reading your stories about throwing the toy through the window, except he actually threw the server through the window. He asked for McRib. They said they were out and weren't serving anymore, and he was rather upset.
I mean, the McRibs are delicious. That's sauce.
It's true. Yeah, I mean,
2 blue-blooded
I personally never
Americans.
got too much into him, but my brother, man, he was one that could down a McRib.
Sounds like a true American hero, your brother.
Yes. Just wish he was here with us today.
Hey, did you see that unicorn in the lobby?
No, where? What?
Alright, well, I suppose we'll go to a quick break. Alright, so we were able to snag our guest before he got on his way out in the lobby. So here he is again. Nice to have you back.
Nice to be here, Pat. Pat, right?
Yes, that would be
Your
it.
face looks familiar.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
So I heard that you're actually an expert on obesity. Now that you went on your way to study it after your experiences in your own life and with your brother.
With my brother, yes, yeah. There's a lot of things I noticed from my brother, and my brother was one of those people, like, he ate fast food, and he didn't care what was in it. A lot of people just don't care. I told him, that's a unicorn you're eating. He didn't care. He didn't even know what a unicorn was, Pat. Can you believe that? I had to show him a picture, and then he ate faster when I showed him a picture.
They are majestic creatures.
Yes. My brother never really ran a lot either. Never actually moved. I think the farthest he ever moved was when they pushed him off the couch. That was hard.
We all. All right.
I mean, a lot of people nowadays just don't move as much with the digital age and everything. It's amazing.
No, not at all. I mean, they put TVs there on the treadmill, so
Yeah.
sit there and I saw a man there eating a Whopper on a treadmill the other day. It's amazing.
That's talent right there, Pat. I mean, that is multitasking at its best.
That is best. The American way.
I spill it on me when I try to do it. So, media influence is another big one. You ever see that?
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, McDonald's commercials. It's every kid wants a toy. I want a toy when I get to McDonald's. I mean, well, how go to McDonald's just for the toys as well?
Why don't I get a toy with my Big Mac?
I know. It should be a big kids meal.
Number one with a side of strawberry shortcake.
Right.
That's all I really care for.
That keep me busy for hours.
Personally, so you say like people don't know enough about obesity, and the media kind of takes a hold of them before they can learn for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, people know of the problem, and a lot of them just don't care. But the other side, they don't know what to do about it. And it's a simple thing as watching your lifestyle. I mean, watching my brother's lifestyle till the end.
We said this wasn't going to be a problem this time.
What was going to be a problem, Pat?
All right, so I'm happy to have had you here. Your experiences are great. The flight was a tragedy and it's ongoing.
It's amazing.
To see you're looking great, so that's good.
I mean, I did survive, Pat.
Have you been able to bring yourself back to fast food?
Well, yes, Pat. I came from there actually. That's why I was running from the lobby. Actually, they pulled me before I get my Big Mac.
Well, I mean, if it's probably for the best when you can.
Yeah. And then I remembered about my brother.
You know what? I think we're gonna take another break here. All right. Well, I guess we can say that was another successful show. Well, if we learned anything today, it's that food addiction and obesity go hand in hand. They're a very real thing, and there are other options out there. And I mean, hopefully, people choose to take them.
Vegetarians.
And vegan babies.
Ooh, I don't know about that though.
And monster chickens.
Monster chickens, definitely.
Well, that's all from us, America. Go eat a salad.